We're ready? Sweet. All right, we are halfway through, end of Thursday. We're 3 days in, 3 days to go. Welcome to day 3 of Tent Talk.
We're halfway there, baby.
Exactly, indeed. Go on, Rory. So I spent quite a lot today photographing, but Rory spent quite a lot of it watching some racing. So I think we're gonna walk that way and talk about some key races.
This is where I don't remember anything.
Jasper, do you wanna start wandering that way?
Jasper,
Well,
so we've got a new videographer.
Again. Third one.
So Jasper, top tip, you don't have to keep filming us. You can just film anything. So, yeah, there you go.
Go on, Rory, kick us off, man.
So, the first race that I remember was in the Jubilee, and it was between Wycliffe College B and Hedgeston School in the Diamond Jubilee, as I just said. And I think that race really showed like the depth that Wycliffe have at the moment in their sculling program, considering their B boat beat Hedgeston School. I know it's Hedgeston's second boat, but that sculling program in Wycliffe is massive because I think the result was about 2 lengths or so. So yeah, that was a big win for Wycliffe.
The draw is definitely laid out that there could be a Wycliffe final.
100%. A Wycliffe final is definitely in the cards. That was then followed by Prince Philip, where we saw Teddy's take on Wallingford. I think Wallingford have had quite a good Henley so far, but Teddy's just seemed to be a bit of a notch above. And
carry on, man.
And yeah, Teddy's won that nice and comfortably. I'm trying. Do you want to? Basically, I watched the racing, but I wasn't zoned in. So
right. So I'll take
another one. We'll do it back and forth,
All right. So, Ireland Challenge Cup, Oxford University, fastest qualifiers. Unofficially won Henley qualifiers, and then got seeded, beat Edinburgh University A today, which was pretty damn exciting.
Oh, I was going to talk about this. No, okay, there you go.
Yeah, we'll wander up this way. So that was pretty exciting. So Oxford University now go on to race Brooks A tomorrow. So we get the Wallingford Derby tomorrow. Brooks A versus versus Oxford A.
There you go.
Which is pretty good. Dara then got knocked out by the Spanish single, which was the Bermuda versus Spain single sculls.
What else happened?
What other key ones did we spot earlier on? Cambridge beat Brooks B in the Islands.
Yes, they did indeed. I think from Henley's before, you've seen that the boat race crews don't tend to come here, so it was the same for Oxford as well today. They won. So it's quite good to see them actually continuing on the season all the way to Henley. But they definitely look strong today. Yeah,
I think Cambridge have done that really well. They're racing in the PA and the Ladies Plate, and I think there's a Coxless 4 as well.
Yeah, I know they won the PA today.
Exciting.
Another one was the Town. We had Moseley racing against Rowing Canada B. So Moseley beating an international crew. B boat obviously slightly of a more junior. That was another good one. Good race as well, actually. Moseley sort of commanded that, got the lead, choppier waters through the afternoon. We definitely saw people catch crabs. We won't name anyone, but it did happen, unfortunately. Then that was
let's just have a bit of a wonder.
I can't read that quick.
That's all right. So one exciting thing that we've noticed this year is there's a new rental company on the market. A company called Racing Yellow. I've bought a load of brand new backwing carbon
They've spelled
backers.
yellow wrong. Have you noticed that?
It's without a W.
They forgot the W.
Yeah, it's without a W. But yeah, no, really cool to see some brand new
They're clearly
shells.
not winning because they don't have the W.
Dear Lord, we're going to have to cut this bit out, Rory. That's not okay.
Good race in the Brit. Royal Chester versus, I'm going to butcher this, so I'm going to go with De Hoop.
Yeah.
Really good race. Pretty confident Royal Chester won it pretty comfortably. I mean, they raced till the end, but
Royal Chester were down.
Royal Chester were down, rode through them. Obviously, commentators had them slightly down as well. But Royal Chester heard the commentators and were like, I'm going to prove you wrong. So they rode through and they won the race. And that was really cool. I liked that race.
We'll have a wander out whilst the Washington pair are coming in. Yeah, it's all busy here at the moment.
Then falling onto the afternoon, just before the lunch break, we saw the folly between Great Marlow School and Los Gatos Rowing Club.
Great race, wasn't it?
Really good race, really back and forward through the whole race. I wouldn't say there was a comfortable leader the whole race. And then sort of coming into the steers enclosure, really tight.
Great Marlow were definitely down.
Great Marlow were 100% down. I think.
Bit of the travelator on the inside station, whacked up the rate a little bit, found a little bit of extra speed.
No, we mentioned this last year at the travelator. But you looked at the TV screen and you're like, Great Marlow were down by half a length, and then boom, the race was done by a foot. Unfortunately, Los Gatos won that race, but it was all the way down to a foot. But the folly in Los Gatos.
Are you sad that Los Gatos won?
No,
is that
I'm happy. What
okay.
I'm saying is it's a shame for Great Marlow because they were down and they were so close to getting.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
They had the
It's only a
travelator
foot.
at the end there.
Well, it says a foot, but the finish line shows 6 inches as front.
It was so close. It was so great.
6 inches a lot.
It's huge, mate. It's massive.
Right, anyway, cutting that one and moving on swiftly. Then we watched Thames versus Leander. We went out on the launch again with, Twickenham versus Leander. We went out on the launch again.
I didn't watch it, but
so yeah,
talk to me.
Leander, great Thames Cup boat this year, straight from the start, took control of that race. That was kind of the end. See you later, man. That was kind of.
We will not be plugging his stuff down below.
Kind of the end of that race for Twickenham, but they had a great race yesterday, so that was kind of their key part. Let's have another wander.
In the island,
down this way.
Newcastle University beating Nearhouse. Great seeing Newcastle continuing through to the weekend. Away, the Blue Star.
Away, the Blue Star.
I didn't watch the race, but I knew they won.
That's
it's not very good if we don't watch the racing. You know what I mean?
No, we were quite busy today. I think it definitely helps when we've got a few more members of the team.
So if you're looking to join AllMarkOne, CV down in the comments, you know.
Camera required. Pretty major part. Yeah, camera required. Other things, Edinburgh had a pretty tough one. It looked like Edinburgh's top 4 when got lined up against Oxford Brookes A in the PA, and that was kind of slightly over by the barrier. So
A versus A, you know.
Tough race there. Exciting race that we did watch.
Sorry.
Exciting race that we did watch was Leander Tideway Scullers in the Forley Quad. We did sit and watch that.
We did watch that race. I would say Tideway were probably up by about 2/3 of a length. I think Leander looked like they slightly blown out slightly, looked quite heavy moving the boat. But the conditions, once again, you have all these
lot of wash, lot of wind,
crafts, lot going up. Boat leans ever so slightly to the left, caught crab. And then it was sort of that sprint to the finish line, and you thought, we were cheering at the screen. Come on.
Yeah, I think it was interesting. Like Leander then got quite far ahead, or quite far in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And TSS were definitely the fastest moving boat coming into the last 20 meters of that race, but it just wasn't enough to regain where they were at. It was an insane race from both boats. It was within a length the entire time. And it just the conditions. I mean, it's why you race at Henley, right? If you wanted a flat race with equal lanes, you'd go and race at Dorney Lake or Nottingham, whatever. If you want to come and have a slightly unfair race, that the advantage changes here and there, and you get hit with third-party oppositions and all that type of stuff, then I don't know. It's kind of why it has a bit more mystique about it, right?
Yeah. No, it happens, and it's I think it's also the fact that junior crew, they'll be back at some point.
Yeah, we got cut to this one, Jasper. We got Harvard University just got knocked out by Brookes PAB, so that's Brookes both PAA and B through into tomorrow.
Talking about the Wargrave, actually, we saw 2 of the races today that were both Thames boats. So the first one was Thames B versus Thames C.
Yeah.
And the second one was Thames D versus Thames A.
Yeah, that was a bit of a tough draw. Thames D, Thames A. Thames D had a great race yesterday, so that was pretty exciting. And then I also hopped on the launch for Vesta versus Leander. Leander's Wargrave.
Oh, okay.
Looking really good this year. we've got some big names in that Leander Walgrave boat, and I think the Vesta boat was a slightly younger crew, hasn't spent that much of time together, like in terms of the number of years they've been rowing for. So it was pretty cool to watch them put on a good fight, and they were rowing really well, especially in the bad conditions. But Leander kind of walked that one by the quarter mile, so that was the end of that race for them.
Yeah, I think one of the last races that we saw was in the Prince Philip between Henley Rowing Club and Shiplake College, boating beside each other in not the same boat tents, but right beside each other. Really good atmosphere for the boating. You tend to find that when it comes to the weekends, when the boatways clear out, sometimes one will be boating from this side and one from the other, or they'll be right beside each other. And when they're two local clubs, you tend to have a lot of support, so that was really cool to see. And yeah, it was a really good race. I think it was quite tight for most of it, but it seemed Shiplake managed to step on it a wee bit more, shift it, and they won the race. Did you like that? Because Jasper, cameraman, went to Shiplake.
Yeah, no, Shiplake had a great walkout. Iowa had another great one. Iowa and Virginia, both of them. Iowa's quad had a pretty decent one.
GB flag.
Yes,
nuts.
Indeed. Iowa's quad walkout was pretty good, but I think Virginia's 8 walkout was pretty incredible for a US crew. Usually these US boats tend not to have that much support around here, so it's quite cool to see how much noise and how much excitement they got. I understand that, you know, moving into next year, I think there's rumours that the Henley stewards and the Henley deciders are trying to cut that back a little bit. So we'll see. I think they're cutting back on those type of passes already. You got anything else to add, big man?
Not really. I wasn't really here today. I was working.
This is better than last time when you were away and absolutely hammered by this point.
That will be coming back soon. Call it Saturday.
Yeah. Which is pretty good.
But no, pretty good day of racing. Good weather.
Yeah. Tomorrow's weather significantly worse.
Not as good.
No. Lots of rain tomorrow. Any exciting racing matchups that you think will be exciting? I'm looking forward to Saturday's race of Brooks versus Leander in the ground. I think that's going to be pretty fun.
Oh, you know who we didn't mention? ULPA.
ULPA did have a great race.
Really good race.
They do look very strong. UL's
did.
Island had a great race against Boston. Boston definitely out of the back that day, so that was pretty exciting as well.
Yeah, so we've still got some homeboys left.
Yeah, a few. We're definitely starting to see some of the big international names start to disappear here, which is, you know, a bit rough when you come all the way.
Unfortunately, we saw Cam Buchan lose his double as well.
End of the regatta for him then.
Big Jacko still got the. I can't do it.
Still got the single.
Still got the single. So big up. I'm trying to think what happened, and really, I've forgotten. So these tent talks are absolutely useless, you know.
Dear Lord.
Oh.
Yeah.
Getting high off a bit of
Sounds like
flavor.
having a lot of polish. Right.
Should we go back outside?
How long have we been going for, Jasper? 14 minutes. Perfect. Let's wrap that up there.
This one has been probably the worst one yet.
It's because you were in charge of research today.
Yeah, but you only told me that like
10 hours ago. Anyway, right, we might do a bit of cutting, a bit of.
That's fine. This is not professional whatsoever. He's got a cool suitcase. Get the suitcase. Get the suitcase. Get the suitcase. Yeah.
Anyway, right. Well, we don't have any microphones, so we'll just kind of fist bump our way out. I'm
No, come on.
Right.
Belly bump.
We'll catch you tomorrow.
Belly
See you later. Dear Lord. That was so far the worst one yet.
That's so shit.